MrBeast and Adin Ross are going at it once again. A couple of weeks back, Adin called out Jimmy live on stream asking where the hell are these wells that TeamWater raised $40 million for? And well, now Jimmy responded, with Adin of course clapping back. So today we're going to look at what Jimmy actually built in Africa, Adin's full reaction, and calculate for ourselves whether any of these funds were.
So MrBeast and Adin Ross are going at each other once again, and this time the debate is getting even more heated. A couple of weeks ago, Adin called Jimmy out live on stream, asking where the hell are these wells that TeamWater raised $40 million for? Now Jimmy has finally responded, and Adin wasted no time firing right back. Today we're breaking down what Jimmy says was actually built in Africa, Adin's full reaction to the response, and the numbers behind the $40 million raised. We'll look at the available details and calculate for ourselves whether the spending adds up, or whether there are still some serious questions hanging over this whole situation.
This was just a show. And I apologize to every streamer that or every single public figure that I pressured. And I'm sorry to them. And Jimmy, I will apologize to you if you show the proof of the water. It's been almost a year, and I've said this. You don't even have to do it to me. Do it for the people that are saying it's fake. Where the fuck's the water?
On August 1st, Jimmy dropped the one-year update for TeamWater, tweeting, "TeamWater one-year update. The team is working so hard and making amazing progress. Really grateful to all the creators who supported this and everyone who donated. You are the reason TeamWater is able to save lives. Check out the video to see what's happened so far." Attached to the post was a video showing the wells built in Africa, and it quickly blew up, pulling in almost 3 million views. But this is where things got spicy. Just a few days later, Jimmy jumped back into his own replies and directly tagged Adin Ross, saying, "Yo, Adin Ross, I'd love for you to watch this on stream."
1 year ago today, we launched TeamWater, and together raised $40 million to help bring clean water to 2 million people.
But once the fundraiser ended, the real work began.
Every single dollar went to our partner WaterAid and other nonprofits all around the world, who got to work building solar-powered water farms, household water filters, pipelines, treatment systems, and the infrastructure needed to make that goal a reality over the next 5 years.
Starting with people like Vanessa.
That definitely looked like a cheeky shot at Adin, because just a couple of weeks earlier, Adin had been on stream openly questioning where the hell these wells even were. So Jimmy wasn't just posting an update, he was putting the footage right in front of the guy who had publicly questioned the whole thing. So Jimmy basically pulled out the receipts, put them right in Adin's face, and challenged him to react to everything live. And Adin, of course, did exactly that. But before we get into Adin's reaction to the latest TeamWater update, let's quickly break down what MrBeast actually showed in the new footage. Because this is where we finally get a closer look at what was built and what the project claims it accomplished. So Jimmy basically pulled out the receipts, put them right in Adin's face, and challenged him to react to everything live. And Adin, of course, did exactly that.
Yo, Adin, I'd love for you to watch this on stream. Let's see. I'm not watching the whole 4 minutes, but let me just see. How much did we raise for TeamWater? Okay, here's the thing, right? And I haven't been streaming MrBeast. I haven't been streaming, and I asked you just for a quick question. I will react to this, and I'll tell you something right now. If $40 million was raised, why is there only one well? I'm expecting a water park. I'm expecting, bro, you have millions for water. Where the water park? What do you mean am I retarded? Are you? Also, I'm gonna just say this. Any charity stream that I ever do again, it needs to be done in America. Straight up. The money laundering shit, doing other countries, allegedly. Tax, no. America. I love my country, and America's got problems. 100%. That's the one thing I'm gonna say. All right? That's what I'm gonna say. It's got to straight be aid for us. You guys know when you're crashing in an airplane, you put the oxygen mask on yourself before you aid others, before you assist others. Okay? Now, I signed myself up for this. I just asked questions, and I appreciate you responding with this. Thank you. Because not only did I deserve the answers, but other people in my chat and other people that also contributed and donated deserve answers. So do you guys think, genuinely, that this is $40 million worth? Let's see. Let's see.
But before we get into Adin's reaction to the latest TeamWater update, let's quickly break down what MrBeast actually showed in the new footage. Because this is where we finally get a closer look at what was built and what the project claims it accomplished. So Adin's first big point was questioning how TeamWater could raise a massive $40 million. But, according to his initial impression, only build one single well. And on the surface, you can see why that number would raise eyebrows. $40 million for one well would obviously sound completely wild. But there's one pretty major problem with that argument. At this point in the clip, Adin hadn't even watched the full update yet. So how could he know whether TeamWater had built one well, 10 wells, or way more than that? It's hard to judge the numbers before actually seeing what Jimmy's video claims was completed. But anyway, Adin quickly moved on to his next point, saying that any charity work he does in the future is going to focus strictly on people in the USA, and he gave two main reasons for that. First, Adin's argument was that America already has more than enough serious problems of its own.
MrBeast doesn't like me anymore. I'm now blackballed. I was promised to be invited more and all this stuff. Never have, never will, probably. Because I listened to Steve Will Do It song. We went back and forth on text and whatnot. I'm open. I'm authentic. I don't give a flying. During that time, MrBeast was saying, this streamer for not wanting to come, or this streamer needs to come because they need clout and all this. Nobody came with me in XQC. That's the truth. My network was used. His network used.
Nasty Bromenden, homelessness, struggling veterans, poverty, and plenty more. So in his view, before millions or even billions of dollars get sent overseas, why not put more of that money toward fixing problems at home? We even recently saw Elon Musk and the Trump administration push major cuts to certain US foreign aid programs, including programs operating in Africa, although that's a much bigger political debate on its own. But Adin's second reason is where things get way more controversial. He raised concerns about possible money laundering around massive international charity operations and questioned whether MrBeast could benefit from donations for tax reasons. To be clear, raising that question isn't proof that TeamWater did anything illegal. His broader point was that when huge amounts of money travel across countries through different organizations, governments, contractors, and middlemen, following exactly where every dollar ends up can get complicated fast. Whereas if you're doing charity inside your own country, the argument is that it's much easier to actually see the results, follow the money, and hold the people involved accountable. Now, I don't have a specific statistic or confirmed example for this, but I remember learning about stories like this back in geography class. You'd hear about a country receiving something like $10 million to build a bridge, only for allegations of corruption to emerge, with most of the money supposedly disappearing and barely anything actually reaching the project. Then the bridge gets built on the cheap and ends up falling apart. I've also heard similar stories about poorly constructed buildings in China allegedly failing to meet proper safety standards, including concerns around earthquake resistance. But again, those are separate situations, and I'm not saying that's what happened with TeamWater. I'm not automatically taking either side here. Building wells in remote areas across different continents sounds like a complicated job, with logistics, workers, equipment, and local conditions all coming into play. That could help explain why it's taken a year for us to get this relatively small public update. They're probably working hard behind the scenes to make sure that money goes to reputable companies and gets spent properly. But at the same time, I can understand what Adin is questioning here. TeamWater raised a massive $40 million, yet the public update we've gotten so far feels pretty small compared to that number. If I remember correctly, the video said they've provided water access to around 200,000 people so far, while the eventual target is somewhere around 10 or 20 million. You'd imagine $40 million could potentially provide water access on a huge scale, which, to be fair, seems to be the long-term goal. Then people on Twitter started asking another big question. Well, why doesn't MrBeast just do an audit? Adin Ross brought that up himself, and fellow YouTuber Hello Yasin tweeted, MrBeast owes everyone who donated $100,000 or more an audit. No way that we're on a fundraiser live, including XQC, shouldn't get full transparency. And I can definitely understand why people involved in raising that money would want detailed records. These creators reportedly streamed alongside MrBeast for around 24 hours and helped bring serious attention and donations to the campaign. So from Adin's perspective, wanting more transparency about where the money went isn't exactly a crazy request. He participated in a huge charity stream connected to that $40 million campaign. And according to Adin, communication with MrBeast afterward wasn't what he expected. That seems to be a major reason he's pushing so hard for answers now. And now, after Adin publicly questioned where the wells were earlier this year, I seriously doubt Jimmy is going to be rushing to contact him again anytime soon. At this point, the tension between these two seems pretty obvious. And surprisingly, plenty of people on Twitter were siding with Adin's broader criticism. Of course, MrBeast also received a ton of support, with people praising TeamWater for bringing clean water to communities that need it. But other replies were questioning the entire approach, basically asking, why are we giving water to Africa? One reply under MrBeast's own tweet went way further, saying, there is one type of person who sees feeding pigeons as charity, and another type of person who recognizes it just results in more bird poo. F off. Why aren't you donating a single dollar to Japan's earthquake victims? Why not teach them how to make their own wells? Why can they not learn how to do simple stuff every other nation on Earth can do? This is like putting a band-aid on cancer. So yeah, some people in the replies weren't necessarily arguing against clean water itself. Their criticism was about whether simply providing infrastructure creates a sustainable long-term solution. Basically, they're asking whether these projects also give local communities the tools, training, maintenance support, and resources needed to keep that water flowing years down the line. Because one of the biggest concerns with charity-funded infrastructure projects in parts of Africa, South America, and Asia is what happens after everything gets built. Wells, pumps, and other systems need maintenance, replacement parts, trained workers, and long-term funding. Without that support, infrastructure can eventually deteriorate or stop working, which obviously hurts the whole purpose of building it in the first place. But according to MrBeast's update, TeamWater is actually thinking about maintenance and keeping these projects running long-term, which is an important part of the story. Still, people have raised a bunch of different issues with the whole TeamWater situation. Some criticized the way Jimmy pushed creators to donate during the livestream, arguing that it came across as pressure. Others questioned why the fundraising target kept getting raised after earlier goals had already been smashed. And now, after $40 million was raised, critics like Adin are asking why the public hasn't seen more detailed progress or financial information yet. For now, there's not much anyone watching from the outside can do besides wait for more updates. Maybe TeamWater eventually releases a detailed audit or financial breakdown, although we don't know whether that's actually coming. And at least we've now seen some documented progress from TeamWater, while other creator-led charity projects have faced their own questions about timelines and promised results. Either way, let me know what you think in the comments below. So is there actually anything shady going on with TeamWater? Are Adin's questions about the money, transparency, and possible tax benefits worth investigating further, or are people jumping to conclusions without enough evidence? And is TeamWater simply a legitimate charity project trying to bring clean drinking water to millions of people who need it? Based on what we've seen, those are the questions everyone is fighting over right now. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Drop your opinion in the comments, hit like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.